Welcome to MCN, and today we are in Portugal and we have been riding Yamaha's updated R7. So we spent half a day on the road, sort of between Spain and Portugal, and we've also come to this amazing circuit. It's called Circuit de Sol. I've never been here before, and it's a bit like a really twisty, tight, blind. It's an awesome track, and we've had some serious time on these bikes. So Yamaha first released the R7 in 2022, and since then, that whole sort of sports bike class of, sort of 70 to 100 horsepower has just absolutely exploded. You've got racing series around the world. You've got bikes like the CF Moto 675 SRR, you've got Suzuki's GSX 8R, you've got Triumph's Daytona 660. All of these and more have come into the market, and this sector has now become really hotly contested. What you need to know about the 2026 bike is it's more about evolution rather than revolution. So at the heart, that CP2 motor that's shared across the MT-07, the Tracer 7 and the Tenere 700 remains largely unchanged, besides a few sort of little tweaks here and there, including to the gearbox. The big changes for this year are mainly based around the electronics and the riding position, which has been slightly tweaked. So the original R7 was very technophobic. It has sort of quite an old school dash on it. It didn't have an IMU or any of them sort of lean angle sensitive rider aids. What Yamaha have done for the 26 model is given it an electronic throttle, which means you also get a quick shifter and an auto blipper. It's got 3 rider modes. It's got switchable ABS at the rear. It's also got cruise control, and to be honest, it looks just much nicer and much cleaner. It's really easy to use the interface, it's really easy to use the switch gears, and they've also got some really nice little touches on it as well. So it's got a lap timer, and you can send messages to the dash and stuff like that. So it's really nice, it's really fun. I think you might look at this and go, well, do you really need all those sort of rider aids when you're dealing with 72 horsepower? It's nice to have them, and having that IMU makes them far better and far less intrusive as well. So in terms of the riding experience, if you've got a previous R7, I don't quite think that the changes to this bike would be worth switching up, purely on the basis that the engine is same and the chassis is predominantly the same, besides some tweaks here and there to the rigidity. But what it has done is it's sort of moved the R7. So whereas before it was on the real hardcore end, it's really wristy, really aggressive, it's sort of been softened up slightly. The riding triangle now sits further back, and after riding it all day, it is just that tiny bit more comfortable. They've redesigned the tank and the seat. The seat's now 5mm lower as well. So if you're a short rider like I am, you can really easily get your feet on the ground because the profile's nice and thin, the seat's nice and low. And the main takeaway is just how easy it is to ride. On the road, it's an absolute pleasure. It comes with spin forward wheels that have got S23s. They were really good on the road earlier. It was a bit chilly this morning. They give you plenty of grip. You get plenty of feel, plenty of feedback, and it's such an engaging bike to ride. It's sort of proof that sometimes you don't actually need 200 horsepower and a 25 grand superbike to have a smile on your face. And the way it can effortlessly flick from side to side is just intoxicating. When we got to the track, we put it on a set of RS12 Bridgestones, which are a slightly sportier tyre. And on track, it's just a brilliant little machine. As I said earlier, we're at a new track, so it was a new track to learn. We have 3 sessions, and the beauty of the R7 is that it just goes wherever you want it to go. The subtle tweaks to the chassis and the suspension haven't detracted from that playful, easy character at all. And having the electronics is just a really nice bumper. It's really easy to turn them off if you want to turn them off. But whereas on previous Yamahas, where the ABS has been horribly intrusive and almost impossible to ride on a track, this system is far better. The quick shifter and auto blipper is really smooth. It's absolutely lovely to have. The throttle connection is lovely, and I suppose the headline is that this R7 isn't a massive change from the previous one, but it's just slightly better in many different respects. Now, I've got to bring up one bad point with it, and that is the price. So the standard model comes in at £9,504 in the UK. So if you want the red and white, that's an extra £200, and that puts it really at the pricey end of the spectrum. You're almost in sort of a prettier RS660 territory there, which comes with far more power. So it's quite difficult when you've got bikes like the CF Moto and the GSX-R, which are cheaper, and the Triumph. So it is at the pricier end of the spectrum. Is it going to be the best? Well, we're going to find out, because we've got a really, really awesome group test planned with these. So make sure you like, subscribe, stay tuned on the MCN channel, and I will see you on the next one.